And I welcome you very much to the Maximizer Conference with the title Planet Right, Fighting Climate Change Through 2050 Strategies. And it's really great to see so many of you here today. We were hoping to fill that room, and I'm very pleased to see that that was a first success of this morning. I think it's also to see you all here further proof of that the topic of long-term strategies is crucial to the fight against climate change. So I'd like to thank all the speakers who are here today from European institutions, member states, business and civil society for coming here today and contributing to this absolutely important debate. And I would like to thank you, our audience already now, for your enthusiasm in engaging in this conversation, both those in the room and those we have online. So we have online streaming as well. I think we have lots of interested people who are not here today, but watching the debate from the external side. Obviously, also a warm thank you to the EPC staff for supporting the organization of this conference and all the logistics related to it. And I think it's also fair to thank our own staff from the European Policy Office who ran the project with all the enthusiasm they had. And I don't think we would be where we are today without them. And finally, and in a way most importantly, I want to thank the European Commission LIFE program and the MAVA Foundation for the generous funding they provided to the EPO to run this project. Actually, when I look back about 3 years from today, or maybe even more than, when we first developed that project, it was far from being a normal kind of project. Long-term strategies were the kind of new kid on the block. They had a relatively low profile in Brussels and also in the national capitals. So today, they are a key part of the governance regulation, which will be going through another round of negotiations, trilogue negotiations this very afternoon. And indeed, the Maximizers' work directly influenced the Parliament's position on Article 14 of that regulation. And I think being part of the first organizations to move in that space of long-term strategies, we had a great opportunity to assess those plans that member states have produced, to turn the learning from those assessments into guidance for developing the plans, and to collaborate with a wide range of stakeholders on a common call for what these strategies should cover. And this is the debate today we are having. You will hear more detail about all this work throughout the day. I think long-term strategies, which are a very technical thing, and I'm not the climate expert, so I think I can probably see a little bit of the value of those kind of strategies. I think they're usually valuable because they can set out a shared vision of both where we want to be by 2050 and how we want to get there. And by doing so, they can provide policy stability to investors, business, trade unions, and citizens alike, exactly what we need. They can also signal a country's commitment to tackling climate change while also delivering on the wider opportunities to the shift to a low-carbon society, such as better air quality, the conservation of biodiversity, more efficient homes and cleaner means of transport, and new future-proof jobs. Collectively, robust low-carbon development strategies supported by adequate funding and political commitment in all member states can drive the EU to delivering on its commitment under the Paris Agreement. So in conclusion, I think having all that in mind, I wish us all a very successful and inspiring conference. Thank you.